Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Music Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Angelo Sarmiento, and I hope you guys are doing well. So I'm having to record this intro after the actual recording of the podcast we did. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded an episode of the podcast, but I wanted to really get back into it. I've just been kind of caught up with work and the band and some other things going on in my personal life, but I really want to turn my attention back to this project because this podcast is something that I've always really wanted to do, and it felt great really giving this an honest shot, but some things kind of got in the way of it after a while, and I really wanted to kind of course correct a bit and get back into this this newfound passion of mine. So, since I didn't really intro what this episode is properly when we actually recorded, I kind of wanted to take a second to, preface what is about to, like what we're about to talk about in this episode. So, in this episode, I'm joined once again by my lead singer Shane Holmunez and lead guitarist Josue Guajardo of our band Submit Thy Will, and in it we talk about, it's just a huge update on what's going on with the band. We talk about our new song that's about to come out, Louder Than Words. We talk about some behind the scenes stuff with recording our upcoming album. We talk about future albums. We just kind of chat, have a good time, have some laughs, and it's basically just me hanging out with really two of my closest friends in the world, fucking Josue and Shane, shout out to them. And really it's just a big update on the band and just a good hang. So I hope you enjoy this episode of the Music Chronicles podcast. Let's get into it. We look like we are recording now.
Are we?
Yeah, we are.
Well,
all right, man.
Let's see. So, how is this different from your Audacity?
From Audacity? Honestly, it's not too much different. It just looks different. That's basically it,
Okay.
Before, literally, I just, hit record, and then, if I needed to fix any, peaking later, I would just do that in post. So, it's not too different so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have plugins that can help with that on Cakewalk that came with it. So there's compression and different stuff like that.
Cool, yeah. I definitely want to get your help on Cakewalk later down the road, just because it's just a.
It's what we recorded the whole album on.
Exactly, yeah. I kind of want to learn it just for my own education.
You'll be able to engineer,
and you'll be able to help engineer as well. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He's just looking for an excuse to get out of being the one to do all my stuff.
No, really not. It's just
fucking lazy ass over here. Doesn't want to help.
No, I get you. Yeah, it's also good to have that, but I also do know that I like having you there with me because you know what the guitar parts.
For sure.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can help out with a lot better than I could, for sure.
I'd be like, hey, Angelo, what do you think of this? He's like, it sounds the same as the last one.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It sounds like guitar. I'm sure that there are chords and notes in there, none of which I know. But yeah.
Maybe. There might be chords.
Maybe. Just maybe.
I'll be able to pinpoint a little bit more details.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's good.
This harmonic could have been a little bit.
Yeah, and see, even that, I'm just like, I have no idea what that means. Yeah. But because I just hit things. That's what I do.
It's funny because we both know what those parts should sound like.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's always better to have a guitar player listening for guitar parts.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, I can only do so much with those drums, but I kind of know what direction.
Yeah.
I hear it going, and then you're just like, okay, well, we'll use that, and we'll do it my way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think it's a little bit easier for you, though, because I've always kind of felt like you, even though you're definitely a guitar player and a singer, at heart, I feel like you can kind of put yourself in, a drummer's mindset.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that comes a bit from like your dad, being a drummer as well, and like, you've always said you really just loved drummers growing up, and like always looked at them as well as guitarists.
Yeah, well, and that translates to I guess all the other instruments in the band too, because the only other thing is the bass. Yeah, right, and strings. I mean, it's very similar to what it is that the guitars. It's the same thing basically. You know, when it comes to how it should be played and how different little things happen. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to laying down bass parts with Andrew or something like that, it's, I can still be on that same page with him. I can just go, you know what? Yeah, we can probably do that better. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll push down harder or something like that. He'll figure out what it is. And we just go from there. Mm-hmm. And of course, when we're doing your parts, I mean, it's super fun because we just nail it. I mean, every time.
Just go in there and do everything.
Yeah. So I'm excited about the next album too. I mean, I'm super excited to drop this first one. There's so many good songs in the second album that are gonna be so fun to play. Like fucking
Slaughterhouse, Hunger for War.
Oh my god, Hunger's gonna be fun.
That was gonna be fun.
Yeah, and then
what the hell is that?
That's my ice maker.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought that was Bullets for some reason.
Cracking his knuckles behind you.
Yeah, exactly. grabbing his tail right now.
I see that.
He doesn't like that.
Oh, he's grabbing your hand.
Yeah, little handshake. Hey, little guy.
But and then we've got Endless.
Yeah,
the brand new one that I am super excited to get copywritten. Same. Here's a conversation we can have. Are we planning on doing another full 10 songs before we do another copyright? Because that would mean that we would have to do 10 songs or 8 more songs now.
Yeah.
Before we can copyright these songs for the second album.
Yeah. What was the last song we even copyrighted? Copyrighted? Whatever the hell the word is. Copywrote.
I like that one.
Copywrote.
It feels right.
Yeah, we're professionals, right?
No.
Totally.
I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah.
Mindset-wise, absolutely not.
No.
God, what was the last? It was another batch of 10.
It was another batch of 10?
Yeah, I think it was whenever we did...
Because we didn't copyright Sirius, so we must have done the one before that.
Yeah, Sirius isn't copyrighted.
I thought we did copyright.
No, we didn't.
Did we not?
I don't think we did. Now I'm wondering. Now I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
We should probably figure that out.
I don't know if we posted it. If we haven't posted it, that means that we probably haven't copyrighted it yet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm not sure. Now I'm confused.
But so, here's a question.
Okay.
So, because we want to make another thing so we can copyright, do we want to work on that third album songs now? Because I know we wanted to go with a theme for that third album. Do we just want to make some more bullshit songs, that aren't really, in the theme?
Well, I mean...
Because this would be, third album stuff that we're writing, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Well, so far, everything that we've written can go on the second album.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like Hunger for War, even this new one.
Endless, yeah.
Endless. Now, we can... Now, that instrumental that we've been messing around with for over a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
That one I feel could go on a third album sort of thing. I mean, there's no reason why it couldn't. Mm-hmm. And I've always had a little music video idea in my head for that, but it just depends on which direction we want to go with that album if it's gonna fit. That's my only confusion.
Because kind of how I'm seeing my part starting.
Are you talking about in the instrumental song?
In the instrumental song, yes. If we did put it in the third album, I feel like that could be our opening track.
I mean, that would be a flurry of notes right off the bat.
Yeah, it would be.
Because it'll be like, oh, fuck, they're going to battle. Because it feels like a battle song.
And that was going to be my thing, is literally...
Because I hear me doing a dive bomb.
While I'm doing the...
Yeah.
Okay. I have ideas. I think have I ever gone into those ideas with you guys as far as how I feel like I've explained it once or twice, but really gone in depth as to what I see with that instrumental song and how we could do a video for it.
No, I think you've mentioned stuff.
You've mentioned it before, something about a what was it, like jumping out of a plane or something.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have explained that. Yeah. So, I mean, it could definitely be the start of that direction, but it just depends on what direction we want to go with that third album.
Right.
It's do we want to go completely conceptual? Do we want to do like a concept album of a story? Or
I don't see why not, because I thought that was the
plan. We talked about it. Yeah, but
I think if nothing else, it would be a fun challenge just to try it out, because we already have 2 albums worth of songs already.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so I mean, we definitely already have a grasp of what it's like just to write songs just off the cuff. But like, we've never really tried to plan out an album before, and I feel like that would be a good experiment for us. I mean, not only just like musically, but just, I don't know, just like for just growth. I don't know, in writing. I feel like that'd be. I mean, I think it's definitely worth exploring for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it'll push the. I guess I wouldn't say the limits. Yeah, it would push our creativity. That's what you're saying. It makes us have to kind of pre-plan out what the next move is going to be, and if it's going to be a story about somebody specific, what their next move would be.
Right.
And or if it's about a series of events, just making sure it's in the right order and has the right feel and pitch and dynamics.
Because I also remember us talking like future albums, this one's gonna be concept, and then the 2 after that or whatever are gonna be just random songs, not anything very specific, and then again tied it to that third album.
Yeah,
the 6th or 7th album will be tied.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of places to go with that.
Oh yeah.
But as far as and when it comes to copywriting something like that, I would want to get that whole project probably done and copyright the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of having us do pieces and different little
like
things
kind of like how we've been doing it. A bit, yeah.
Because these are all just songs that come off the cuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever, we want to do a new song. Here's a new riff. We're going to build off of that. And, I mean, both of our acoustic songs literally came from different riffs that you came up with.
Yeah.
Right? And then we built off of those. I mean, and honestly, those are some of our... some of the songs that we get the most, like, the best feedback from.
Yeah.
When we get into the heavier stuff, like Hunger for War and Slaughterhouse and Omaha, Time to Kill, those songs, when we play those at shows, like, people are just kind of like, they don't know what to think right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I want, whenever we do this concept album, it should feel like a flowy journey. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, if we're going to start it off with that instrumental song, it's going to be balls to the wall in your face right away. And then figuring out where we come down. And then we come back up. And then where it's appropriate, where are we going to switch to the next song? We got to roller coaster it.
Yeah.
And that's always our goal. I mean, that's never... when it comes to whether it's planning a show out or planning a song out, I mean, all of our songs basically go on a roller coaster anyways.
Yeah.
And then the way we position them is a roller coaster itself. So it's... there's a lot that goes into all of the stuff that we do.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, while we're talking about, now that we've kind of touched base on like some of our plans for the future, why don't we kind of bring it back a little bit and talk about this upcoming album that we're doing right now. We've released 2 singles from it, Starting Over and, Viper on all streaming services, and we're now just getting ready to drop a third one, Louder Than Words.
Yep. That's going to be the last one before we officially drop the whole album.
Yeah.
Last single.
Last single.
Get ready for the ride, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of work has gone into all of this stuff. And, I mean, from the time that we dropped Starting Over and Viper, we built a whole new studio.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God. We did.
Completely...
and we recorded,
ground up.
And didn't we record like both of those songs, like Starting Over and Viper? Didn't we do both of those in your apartment, from my best of my memory?
So most of Starting Over was done remember we recorded that in the theater.
Oh, that's right. We did. Yeah.
I was about to say.
I forgot.
So
I kind of forgot about that.
We also
actually
did Viper, but because we got a better position, and you got that electric kit.
Yeah.
That we were like, you know what? Let's just scrap that and then just re-record.
Yeah.
Viper.
I forgot about that.
As well as like, there were some other songs we recorded when we were at the theater.
We did. Yeah.
We had attempted a couple of Louder Than Words. I think. Actually, I think this song we tried. I don't think it got very far.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember we did actually attempt to record Inside My Mind as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
we
that's
did.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Holy
right.
crap.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this new one, to this new version, the one that's going to go on the album of Louder Than Words, this is the first song that we have recorded and mastered and mixed in this new
all in our brand new studio. Yeah.
So a lot goes into that. You
Yeah.
got to tune a room, and you got to see how all that stuff's going to translate.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really what's been going on with this a lot. But when it came to recording the rest of the album, we had everything pretty well ironed out as far as scheduling goes, because that's like 80% of everything when it comes to recording
it's just
an album.
timing and
we all have
time.
jobs, so having to make sure that we all have enough time off to where we can get anything done.
Yeah, really.
We had it really well scheduled out, because we're getting to the point now to where we can do these takes really quickly, and we figure out what's going to work and what doesn't.
Yeah, and that definitely comes from, really just a lot of trial and error as well. Like just trying to just figure the shit out as we go along.
And
really.
getting rid of the egos of like, oh man, I want to make sure it's this way or make sure it's that way. It's like, you know what? We're all trying to make this thing work.
Yeah.
And if we all agree on it, then we must be on the right track.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, this new track, I'm super excited about.
I am too.
I can't wait for it to come out, because we know it's done. It's mixed. It's mastered. Now it's just talking about like promoting it, making videos.
How we're gonna release it. Yeah.
And this is really like the first hard release that we're gonna have done, because even starting over in Viper, we're kind of more soft releases.
Yeah.
We didn't really want to give too much away at the time.
Yeah.
And now it's like, hey guys, this is the last thing you're getting before we drop the rest of this album.
Yeah.
And this album, we've got like Two of Me. We've got Omaha.
We got a lot of
Time to Kill, the title track.
Yeah.
A
lot of, not only a lot of tracks that we play live all the time and like are pretty much like staples of our set at this point, like Omaha. It's like I can't imagine we'd take it out of a set anytime soon. Like seriously.
Yeah,
and same with Starting Over. We have a couple times, but it's just like I don't know.
It was tough.
It was tough to like take any of them out.
But also and this is just for me. I'm probably not going to speak for you guys on this, but I get bored doing the exact same set over and over and over again.
No, I kind of do as well. I feel like we all do to some degree.
Yeah, I don't mind doing the songs.
Of course not. Yeah.
But it's like the order, it's like the, when we get on stage, if it's exactly the same spiel every time.
Yeah.
Like it just, that's why, like when we first started doing shows, we kind of had like ideas of what we wanted to say and what we didn't. I love that we go into it now with no idea what we're going to say.
No, we're just whatever comes, it's what comes. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes me even more relieved that I don't have a mic on stage.
It's authentic. And yet.
Yeah, I know. I know it's coming soon, but I just I don't...
coming soon to a drum set near you.
To a drum set near you. Near me, I guess. But,
near you.
Yeah, no,
it is coming soon, you're right.
It is coming soon. Because I don't want it to.
Unfortunately, you got a voice there, sir. You actually do have a good instrument, and we got to utilize that.
I appreciate it, man.
He's like, I don't want to take the compliment.
I don't want to, and I won't.
You did. I'm not taking it back. No takesies backsies.
No takesies backsies.
A lot of the time that has been spent with this song, though, hasn't been the recording process. It's been the mixing. It's been the mastering. And, I gotta give a shout out to old Paul.
Oh yeah,
because he's put in so much freaking work.
Yeah,
and basically a lot of the mixing and mastering has been, 'cause I've been working. It's been tough for me to be able to spend as much time as I want.
Yeah.
Completely helping dissect everything. So basically, what happens is I'll call him after I get off work. I'm like, hey, what are you up to? Usually he's doing something, and so we schedule out a time for me to come over there later in the day. I'll walk in. He's already been there for an hour or two.
Yeah.
He's so excited to get this thing out as well.
Oh yeah.
That he's putting in as much time as he can, and so I'll go in there. We'll listen through. We'll find okay, well, in this chorus we need to bring Josue's guitar up, or in this chorus we got to bring Shane's guitar up.
Yeah.
And we make bullet points, just a whole list of bullet points.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll basically go home and he cranks it out.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's doing a lot of legwork when it comes to that mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, I just go, this is what I was hearing. This is what I think. We would make sure that this little drum fill gets heard, or this little bass lick gets heard. These squeals, we kind of bring them up in the mix a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like the role of a producer, I feel like especially within our world of like rock and metal, is something that I feel like a lot of people don't really realize like how vital that is, because like at a certain point, Paul is kind of like the secret fifth member of the band that people don't realize. It's like, look, this isn't like just us. Like, we're definitely the faces and the creators of this music, but there is that other element that like without it, like really all this wouldn't be possible.
We have an
sure.
I mean, hell, our studio is in his backyard as well.
Like,
we have an incredible team of people.
we do, yeah.
And
like, we're very fortunate.
Yeah.
And Angela, you and I were talking about this last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and you weren't out there, Josue, but I'm sure you'll agree with me. Whenever Angelo joined the band, he kind of saved the band.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where were we going to go?
Because where were we going to find another drummer just like that?
Absolutely. I mean, we knew that we were on limited time, basically.
Yeah.
And, whenever you joined, you saved the band.
You really did.
And, same thing with Andrew.
Yeah.
And now you've been part of it for so long, and then you saw the development of everything that happened.
Yeah.
And now when Andrew joined, you really understand how we felt whenever you joined.
Yeah, no, it is kind of a weird thing. I don't like thinking of myself in that way. I mean, I can definitely see why you guys feel that way. But for me, it was just like I was just coming in just because I was just looking for a band. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had no. I mean, how would I have? I would have had no idea about any of the behind the scenes shit that was going on until I joined.
Well, and we didn't make a big deal about it right off.
No, not at all.
I mean, we were just like trying to keep cool heads and make sure that you didn't realize exactly how desperate we were.
Yeah.
We didn't want to show our desperation.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But everything worked out, and but this whole time, even from the beginning, we've had Paul, we've had people who've seen at least something in us that makes it worth it for them to stick around.
Right. Mm-hmm. Put as much work and effort that they do.
Yeah.
Because why would they?
Yeah.
They have no reason. No. None of you guys have any reason to try and I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Humor us. That's it.
Yeah.
Why would you humor us?
Yeah. I mean,
especially put in all that time and effort.
Yeah. If they don't see something that's, hey, this could be successful.
Yeah.
And dude, we built this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, what? Why is it? There must be value in something.
Yeah, dude, I look back at it and it's freaking crazy. Like where we started, where we are now, and like how much work all of us and everybody behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like puts into it.
Yeah. It's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to shout out to my wife on that one too. I mean, I don't think that I would have been able to do any of this stuff without her support either.
Yeah.
I mean, most wives aren't like that. You know what I mean?
No.
They're like, oh, spend time with me. And she's like, hey, go do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, you want this so bad.
Yeah.
This is your passion. Make sure that you do it. And so, you know, in turn, I try and make sure that I do the same thing for her with her makeup stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Dude,
she's killing it.
She's great.
She's killing it,
dude.
I mean, she's like doing movies now, and like, oh my god,
she's got, you know, her book is filling up.
Yeah,
and you know that's
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I'm super proud of her, man. She's killing it. But yeah, no, there's so many good things that we can look back on when it comes to this album and all the memories that we've all come together. I mean, last night was super fun. We were gonna do this podcast last night.
Yeah, we were.
We were just
having too much fun.
Yeah.
Too much damn fun, just hanging out, literally doing nothing, watching movies.
Yeah,
yep.
Like
drinking.
Hey,
doing a bit of drinking. Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
we had a good time.
Much needed time.
Yeah, much needed R&R.
R&R. There
Straight
it is.
up. Yeah. I think that's an important element that, you know, gets overlooked too. I think you and I were kind of talking about this as well. Is you know, I feel like it's a lot easier to get behind like a work of art, really, because that is what this is. We're trying to, you know, we're making art right now. We're making music,
for sure.
And I feel like having that element of fun is a very important aspect. Where it's like if the people behind it are having fun, we're having a good time, then I feel like that translates really well into the audience. Especially if working together is as easy as it is for us.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, again, you and I were talking about this last night. Like, if we were to go into, if like something happened in like
alternate dimension
where like we weren't a band anymore and like we had to try to start over and go into other bands, it's just like I don't think it would be nearly as easy as it is.
No.
And I don't know if I could work with anybody else, just because it's like I couldn't imagine, like, I don't know, I just couldn't imagine this level of like ease and this level of like respect for each other's like ideas and everything that we all have, you know?
Yeah, well, it's over the years I've learned your style. I've learned what you like, what you don't like. So when I hear drum parts, I don't think of what I would do. I think of what Angela would do.
Yeah.
When I hear guitar parts, like lead parts, I don't think of what I would do with it. I think of what Josue would do with it. You know, I hear a sick-ass bass lick, and I'm like, man,
Andrew.
Imagine if Andrew did that. You know,
dude. Same vocal. Like whenever I hear some vocal melodies, I'm like,
oh, Shane could kill the fuck out of this. Come on,
sweet. Yeah. I mean, so that's really where the mindset changed. Was it used to be I thought about what I could do with it before the band. You know, we had no other outlet. Music was whatever we could come up with. Well, now music is whatever we all can come up with.
Yeah.
You know, and I really dig that. You know, we were talking about that last night. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It flows really well into this.
Yeah. Kind of glad we talked about it last night before we did the podcast, because now it's fresh on our minds still.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
No, neither would I.
Yeah. And it's such a different way, because most bands are like, you got one dude, and then everybody else kind of follows that.
Yeah.
It's like,
no,
I couldn't do that.
No.
We lay a riff down, and then we just go from there.
Yeah. It'd be one thing if it was like a paid gig, like if it was something like, oh, I'm coming in to fill in, because at that point it's a job, you know.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's so many successful musicians that like that is their job. They're session players.
Yeah.
And if I were to ever get in the world of that, I think that'd be interesting, but I couldn't do it long term. Definitely couldn't do it.
Well, for me, that wouldn't give me the satisfaction.
No, yeah, because it's not not my thing,
like,
you know.
Well, once you do this, like,
it's hard to do anything else.
Yeah. Like, why would you want to do anything else?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so I was watching. I know we were talking about no cover and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, and like I've noticed that the judges always ask some of the players like, "Hey, you're doing very good. Like, if we put you specifically with somebody else, would you do it?"
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that some people actually...
They're like, yeah.
I would. Yeah.
And like they've been friends with these guys for a while. You know, they've been in the band for a while. Mm-hmm. But there are some that were like, no, I don't think I could do it with anybody else.
Yeah.
And I feel like that'd be us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we built something that people respond really well to, which we've never had.
Yeah.
I'm so used to like trying to show somebody something on the guitar.
Yeah.
Or some sort of music thing, and there's like, oh, that's whatever.
That's
Sure.
Yeah.
But then you get all 4 of us together, and then people are like,
oh, what's that? Yeah.
Literally last acoustic show we did, this lady came up to me and she was like, I can't wait to say that I knew y'all win. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's big.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
That means a lot. I think I'm kind of like you with that, Angelo. It's like, it's weird for me to put myself in that position. I was just like thinking, like when we were talking about you joining our band, we were like, oh, you saved it. Well, you're like, I just joined a band.
Yeah.
For us, it's just like, hey, we just did an acoustic show, and they're like, that was amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Was it worth all that?
Yeah, I don't. Like, literally just showed up,
Yeah, we kind of took over.
We kind of did. I mean, how we brought all of our people there, and we had these acoustic covers, some of which were worked up pretty well. Others were kind of like on the cuff and just like, we'll just try this,
Yeah.
Like our House of the Rising Sun cover.
That was fun.
Like we prepared a little short acoustic set, and we did 2 nights of it. And the second night, we wanted to add another song, and we decided to do House of the Rising Sun. Mm-hmm. We rehearsed that song one day and only got through it all the way through one time. And then we're just like, yeah, that's good enough. We can just bring it out tomorrow. And then, we played it, and, I'm not going to sit here and act like it was perfect. It definitely was. It was
I forgot lyrics.
Exactly. Yeah, I forgot lyrics. Like, I'm pretty sure I came in late, like, on a beat a few times. But, like,
nobody knows.
Nobody knows, and people really loved our version of it, and that just is like...
And we beat ourselves up over it, too.
We do. I still do with everything, not just that.
Yeah. No, and I look back at a lot of our shows and see the mistakes that we made.
Yeah.
And then whenever I show people that, I'm like, oh, I messed that up.
Or like, I couldn't tell.
Like, you did?
You did?
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I messed that up.
Mm-hmm.
But the more shows we've done, the more I've realized that people aren't there for rehearsals.
No, they're not.
So they don't know what it sounds like when we do get it right.
Yeah.
So, and we rehearse so much. I mean, we're blessed to rehearse 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
3 times a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Most bands are lucky to get twice a month.
Yeah, exactly.
That blows my mind. Like,
yeah. How do you get anything done?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
How do you, they're either really good players and they've been playing with each other for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And it's just like they don't feel like they need that time.
Yeah. That's definitely not us.
No. And that's
not
the
me
thing.
anyway.
I'm not looking to slow that down.
No.
I mean, we have a good schedule going as far as everything, and I feel like the reason we are as tight as we are is because we rehearse so freaking much.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember?
We definitely put on our...
I know. I remember everyday rehearsals.
Everyday rehearsals, bro. Oh.
It was fun because back then it wasn't the big job that it was. We talked about imagine if this got serious. Imagine if this happened or that happened. And we talked about this before, but and then Omaha came, and whenever we made Omaha, shit got real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
First song y'all ever wrote.
Yeah. We had to remember those parts, and I know I've talked about this before, but it's such a big milestone in the history of this band.
Yeah.
Because we were just doing covers, and we were having a good time, and it was just like a shed thing.
Mm-hmm. Legit a shed.
Legit a shed.
I remember being when I joined. Granted, this was maybe I don't know, a year or 2 later after you guys had already written a small batch of songs.
It was probably a year ago, or
a year ago.
It was 1 year ago.
It was 1 year ago. Definitely haven't been in the band for 5 years now.
Holy crap!
Yeah. Time. What is time?
Aliens.
No, but I remember when I first had my little audition with you guys, and being so excited hearing that you guys had original music. Because at that point...
Oh, really?
Yeah, because at that point, I was just looking for any band. Because I hadn't been in a band before. Not really.
Right.
And, I think on my flyer, whatever the hell I put, I even put, originals or covers, don't care. But, whenever you guys said that you had, 5 original songs already, I was just like... Oh oh my God, I get to flex this muscle that I've never gotten to really utilize before. I can actually write now. Like, oh my God.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and like I was really excited, but also really nervous because like I
remember that.
Yeah, because I really, I mean, I had no experience at all like writing music. I knew I wanted to, you know, but I don't know. It was just a really exciting thing.
I'm glad that you've grown out of that a little bit because some of the stuff that you help us write, especially lyrically and stuff like that, like it's rare whenever you come out with something like lyrically. Yeah. When you do, it's like 90% of the time it goes in almost the same way that you wrote it. Yeah, there's not much that I have to change as far as the phrasing of anything even. Yeah. I mean it's I think of Endless. I mean that one line that you threw in there adds so much to that second chorus. Yeah. Well,
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, dude. No, it's cool because now we have a band. I'm so comfortable right now with where we're all at because everybody contributes. Yeah. Everybody wants to be there as badly as the next guy. Yeah. And we're seeing something really happen. And it still blows my mind. Can't even believe it. Man.
Damn, we've only been going for like 30 minutes. Doesn't even feel like 30 minutes. Yeah.
Really? I felt like it was 10.
Yeah. You thought it was 10? Yeah. I thought we had like already hit like the hour mark at this point. We haven't.
Oh, really?
Yet. Yeah.
No. You want a drink?
Yeah, I'll take a drink. You want to? So you got some like Jen bought like Dr. B yesterday.
Dr.
Right?
Beer.
Dr. Beer.
Dr. Beer.
Who's Dr. Beer?
Dr. Beer. He's Dr. Beer, you know. He's the doctor that prescribes you beer.
He beat up Dr. Pepper.
He did beat up Dr. Pepper. Yeah, a little nice.
Oh yeah. Probably peaked.
It didn't, surprisingly.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
What is this song to you guys? Genuinely, like
Louder.
When you hear Louder, what does it say to you? I mean, because when we wrote it, Anthony had a lot to do with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know that we always try to write our songs very open-ended, and we all helped with lyrics and phrasing and stuff like that. And I'm just curious as to what it means to you guys.
What does it mean to me? I don't know. It's just like I think of that song, and I mainly think of the chorus. Honestly, sing, sing for the ones who are hurt, and all that. Yeah. And I just literally what comes to mind is just like one of those like stadium like kind of anthemic songs. When I hear that song, I picture us playing it in a big stadium.
Me too.
With like 1,000 people like fucking. Just singing along, like thousands of people. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people. A lot of fucking.
We're only allowing 1,000 people into any stadium show.
Into any stadium show.
That's our cap.
That's our cap. Is 1,000.
No cap.
No, but no cap.
For real.
On God.
Oh,
dead ass.
Oh, Jen's gonna hate this part.
We were talking about like this past week, like how Shane's wife Jen really hates like Zoomer talk, and now
Gen Z crap.
We've just been like torturing her with all these like just randomly just throwing in like, oh dude, that spaghetti last night was bussin', bro.
It makes me want to unsubscribe from life.
Unsubscribe from life. I fucking love it. But anyway, back to our song. Back to Louder Than Words. I picture more than 1,000 people. I picture a shit ton of people in a stadium singing that. Like they've just got off of work. They've been like they're going through a rough time. They've been fired. Maybe they've gone through a divorce. But like this is like a moment that they can just forget about all their problems and just sing together.
Sing together.
All sing together. That's what I think about.
I love that.
I feel that.
Yeah. What about you, man?
What about me?
Yeah.
What about you?
What
What
about
about Josue?
See,
Josue.
I don't think about. I've never thought about it how quite you describe me.
I like that though.
I'm more like dissecting like the lyrics more in like the verses.
Yeah.
And just pretty much the chorus starts or the verses start with this person that's kind of closed off, and then like doesn't like want to let anybody in. But then during the chorus, like, okay, maybe, you know, I should just be open. You know, it's saying like singing. What was it? Sing for the ones who I heard.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Then like maybe coming to like having that epiphany, like maybe we should. I hate explaining myself. I suck.
No, you're good, man.
We're literally all here. Just this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
No
but finding like I guess seeing like the error in his ways and maybe be a little bit more happy.
This character, whoever he is, right,
yes,
is very closed off.
Yes,
you know, and he doesn't really have in his mind a light to really shine to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, that beginning part, you know, I see you there standing without a sound.
Yeah.
Your light refracts staring
at the broken ground.
You know, well, where is he staring? He's staring at the broken ground, but everybody else is blinded by the light that this person puts off.
Yeah.
You know, and, well, whenever he stops staring at the ground and kind of looks up, that chorus comes in, you know, sing for the ones who are hurt.
Yeah.
Sing for the things that are tough. It kind of puts us all, it takes us out of our mundane bullshit lives.
Yep.
And puts us all in a room together where even though we're all hurting, we're all together.
Yeah.
And we can take a second and forget about those things and sing. Something so simple.
Yeah. Well, what's really cool about that is like when you get people in a room together, like all singing the same thing, like talent has no factor in it. Like it doesn't matter like if you're a good singer or a bad singer, if you can't hold a tune to fucking save your life. If you get a bunch of people in one room singing the exact same thing at the same time, it sounds fucking beautiful.
It sounds amazing.
It sounds, no matter who it is, like seriously.
It's true.
It's a powerful thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It takes the talent aspect of it out and puts it focused on everybody is an individual but part of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know? And everybody supports each other the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if Joe Schmo can't hold a tune. He's sitting there singing with me.
Exactly.
And we're all having a good time.
Yeah, in that moment, like, I mean...
We're all equal.
We're all equal. I mean, like, you know, politics, religion, ideology, it's like none of that matters at that point.
No.
You know? Just, we're all just people going through the same thing.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I can't remember exactly how the quote goes, but there's a quote from this Robin Williams movie, Dead Poets Society. It's like, you know, talking about like education. It's like, look, yes, like math, science, like history, these are all things that like we need to learn in order to survive. But poetry, music, like art, these are the things that we live for. You know, it's like, it's what makes life like worth living, you know.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great movie.
I remember that.
It's a great movie too. Yeah.
What movie is that?
Dead Poets Society.
I don't know. I haven't seen this.
It's weird because Robin Williams, he's not really the main character in the movie. He plays a teacher. He teaches like English and like poetry and stuff, and it's about him like guiding all these like students. No, that's Good Will Hunting. That's another great movie as well. But yeah.
No, but that's true. I mean, it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
You know, what's the point if we aren't enjoying this thing called life?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if we need to lean on others in order to help us see that there's a lot to, you know, just to love and to enjoy in life, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of us don't have it right off the bat when it comes to understanding that there's things worth living, things worth doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we need help from those around us, even if they're super close to us or they're a stadium away.
Yeah.
If they're doing the same sort of thing and they're singing the same tune I am, well, we're equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So that's I mean that's cool. I've been wanting to ask you guys that. And I knew we were doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Save it for
this, but
good as time as any.
Yeah. Because you kind of nailed it, Angelo, when it came to, at least the way I think about it, when it comes to that chorus. I mean, everyone's equal. Mm-hmm. Everyone's on the same page, same playing field. And it's something that you can just yell.
Yeah.
You know, it's there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got deeper, a lot deeper than I thought we were gonna go. It got deep real quick.
Yes, it did.
Well, that's good. I mean, I think it got deep because there's so much substance to it.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Yeah, I mean, and the production itself came out so good too.
Yeah,
I can't wait to drop this freaking song.
Yeah,
and I think, you know, a little spoiler alert, but I think we're dropping it with a lyric video too.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
But yeah. Anyways, we have. Do we have anything else on deck? New songs other than the acoustic one?
I mean, I don't really think so. I mean, we have her that we're about to, you know. I mean, y'all are gonna start vocals on like pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to think
we can talk about that for a second.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Josue's song. Her.
It's the Josue song.
It's the Josue. Well, I mean, it's our song, but it's Josue's song as well.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Okay. Actually, I have a bone to pick with you. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So Josue. So we're gonna take it a little bit further back again. Like when I first joined the band, these guys, Shane, Josue, and Anthony, you know, no longer with the band, but you know, still important part of our history.
Yes.
Y'all had 5 songs written when I joined, and one of them was Her.
Mm-hmm.
So Her is this really. Like, honestly, it's probably one of my favorite songs of ours. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, seriously.
It's a really good one, dude.
It's a great one. Like, it's an acoustic song that... well, I mean, here, why don't you explain it? I mean, you wrote it. Why don't you explain what it's about?
Here we go.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you don't have to get into specifics.
No, he does.
You can just...
No, apparently I do.
He does.
You can, you know, if you want to pay...
I will say this. It's got a very Celtic feel with the guitar that you put into it. At least...
Celtic?
Yeah, I get a very Celtic feel
get that.
from it.
I get that.
I mean, it's I wouldn't say necessarily from the guitar part that I play, but the it's just a very rhythmic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's what I get. It might not be, but I just feel that.
Yeah.
Well, the song is about obviously a girl, you know, because we always got to write about a girl.
Don't say we. It's you, buddy.
Anyway,
little did everyone know, Josue is the hopeless romantic in the group.
I think I have one song I wrote about a girl.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, it's just in a way me reflecting upon a previous relationship.
Yeah.
Like some of the things I could have done differently. You know, feel like. I guess in a way it helped me get some sort of closure.
Yeah.
Just writing this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
At the time whenever you were, we were starting to write this song.
Yeah.
You didn't have that.
No.
I could tell. And,
yeah.
And yeah, after we wrote it, things kind of changed.
For sure. No, it definitely helped me grow as a person, you know, and
yeah,
just get this thing that I've had inside me out finally.
Yeah.
You know, and just.
So would you say that's one of the first times you really got to experience how music can truly be therapy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've always talked about that. I'm sure that we're always like, oh yeah, music's always helped me and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no, for sure. No, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this, but there's a song by Vela Maya called Unbreakable.
Okay.
And, like, literally that song helped me graduate high school.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah, like, if it was not for that song, I probably would have never graduated high school. And it was literally this one line in the song. Like, you know, it's a really super brutal song, you know, whoever knows Vela Maya. But, towards the end, it kind of stops, you know, he stops screaming, and he says this. He says, "Have no fear how others think of you, or they judge you, because your greatness will silence them all."
Oh, that's great.
God,
that's a great line.
Resonated so much within me, and it still does to
that
this
can
day.
pull some tears out of you, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
that's
really
awesome.
fucking helped me through, like, and it still does.
Yeah.
You know, every now and again when I feel like shit, I'll just fucking pop that motherfucker in, and
yeah. Because you know it's gonna make you
That's
feel
right.
better, man. I mean,
Yeah.
music can really and you know that helped influence you
Mm-hmm.
to make it through high school.
it did.
But then we start writing our own music,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? and you knew what that experience was like because the song has already helped you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when we wrote Her, I mean, especially after you just explained that, I definitely feel like that would be one of the first times that you get to experience for yourself how it can help you get through traumatic stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
And, going back to what I said earlier, I had a bone to pick with you on that.
Okay.
So I feel like... I feel like we're all kind of similar in the sense that we can be a bit self-critical, I guess, and maybe, overly critical of ourselves as well. And I guess my question to you is, like, it seems like a lot of times when we bring up this song, like, you react kind of like, I don't even know how I would describe it, but, like, you react a little, like, strangely to whenever this song gets brought up. And I just wanted to ask you, like, is there something that you, like, don't like about the song, or is,
no,
or is there just something about it that maybe is a little too personal or a little uncomfortable, or I don't know. That's just something I've always been curious about.
I thought I have answered this for you.
I mean, maybe you have. I can't remember.
Yeah, no. It's because yes, the song is great, but I guess, like, to me, like, in stepping out of it, I kind of feel like I'm just whining a little bit.
You have explained that.
Yeah. That's pretty much, like, the only thing. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm just like, there's a lot of songs out there that I like that.
I guess, but to me, it never came off as whiny to me.
Really? Oh,
personally.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
and maybe that also has to do with, around the time that I first joined the band, maybe it was even, like, a few weeks after, like, I was, like, officially in the band, I went through a pretty tough breakup myself.
Right.
And, I think maybe that's something that drew me to the song even more, because it felt like I was going through that right as I joined the band as well.
Oh, shit.
And it actually, I'm not bullshitting you here. It's not like I'm not, like, trying to blow smoke or anything, but, like, seriously, it actually was something that did kind of help me get through it a little bit. Because I had something to relate to in that song,
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to realize that's the way people look at it.
Yeah, because everybody goes through a fucking hard breakup or a heartbreak at some point or another in their lives. So it's like, to them it's not whiny. Maybe it can be to somebody who's not going through that and who maybe, doesn't remember what that's like. But, everybody goes through heartbreak at some point. Yeah. So it's like, to me, it never came off as whiny. It just came off as, like, therapeutic, like you said.
I guess another thing is because, like, this song, like, has made me, like, have to open up.
Yeah, I get that.
And I've never really done that.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess in a weird way, I'm still trying to, like, find comfort in being
open.
Being open.
Yeah. I definitely understand that. Yeah. I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah, I know that whenever we write any song, like you said, it's therapeutic. It has a lot to do with what it is that we're going through at that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the reason that we record these things is so that way that can resonate with other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened with Angelo.
Yeah.
It was a perfect time for him, to hear that song. And, in 20 years, there's going to be another kid who is going through the same BS, and he's going to need to hear the same thing. And guess what? He's not thinking about you. He's thinking about himself.
Yeah.
And how it applies to him. He doesn't go, oh, man, Josue's whining like a bitch. In this
little bitch.
No, yeah.
It's like, wow, somebody else went through the same thing. I'm not alone.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's something that, like, it can't be overlooked. Like, seriously.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, well, maybe you should.
Yeah, no, but that's also another reason why I want to make sure that whenever we do these songs, that it's not completely closed off to this is what this song is completely about.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not name dropping. We're kind of keeping things very open ended.
Yeah.
To where
people can interpret it how they want and put their, whatever situation that may be, their own scenario into the song.
Yeah. Yeah, because if I make a song about this girl I was with, and I'm only talking about her, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Then,
I mean, there's a couple songs like that though.
Well, no, I agree.
Jolene,
and those work for that stuff. But
Layla.
Layla?
Yeah, it's like a Eric Clapton song.
Oh, yeah, I don't listen to Clapton.
I know, like, that song.
I know that song.
And, like, maybe one or two others. But
and those work. I'm not saying that it can't work. Yeah. But for me, I want to make sure that whenever I listen to the song in another 20 years, then I'm not sitting there doing the same thing, saying, oh, man, I'm just whining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's literally just about this.
Yeah.
Like, starting over, when we wrote that, it was originally about working out.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah.
No, I remember
that was definitely a motivation for it, like, going forward. But,
it was a huge inspiration for that song.
Yeah.
And just trying to tough it out and stuff like that. But the way we wrote it, it's not a song about working out.
No, it's not a...
It's a song about perseverance.
Yeah.
And how you can get through hard things.
Yeah.
It might have started out with one thing in mind or a main point in mind.
Yeah.
But it translates to different situations.
But that's how most shit starts,
Yeah.
Like it may have one jumping off point like idea, but like but I mean, as, songs tend to do, like it kind of takes on a life of its own,
Yeah.
And I mean, I think of like something that like I've heard a lot of like I can't remember who specifically, but I've definitely heard a lot of like big name artists like kind of throw this phrase around, like whenever you release a song, it's no longer yours, it's theirs now.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's kind of the whole point of it, is that like, eventually it'll, it takes on a life of its own. It's like, yeah, sure, it may have started out like this, but it's not that way anymore,
Right. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Starting Over was a fun one.
Yeah, that was the first song you actually dipped your toes into.
I did, yeah.
Creative about it.
Yeah, I mean, like Louder and Starting Over, like they kind of happened around the same time for me.
You were coming in.
Yeah, it was nice too because like that was like, don't get me wrong, I feel like I do feel a sense of ownership on all of our songs, even the ones that were written before I came in. But
it was like 3 songs though.
It was 5, but it was Omaha, Two of Me, Great Getaway, Tratamos, and Her.
Well, you should, because all of those had a little bit of. It had like a guide, I guess, to the drums in that song.
Yeah.
But none of them had real drum parts really solidified and attached. To those songs. Now. If you miss a drum beat on any of those songs, we know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we know how that song should go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I mean...
I love looking over at you. Something like that happens. Like,
oh, yeah.
You mess up, then you just look at me and you shrug your shoulders and shake your head with your eyebrows up. Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know what else to do.
Well, it's
so funny.
It's funny because, like, I think about me, like, a few years ago. Like, imagining myself, like, fucking up one of our songs live, and like the idea of it seems like, oh my god, so horrible, like I've ruined the whole show. Now it's kind of funny. Like I'm just like, whatever. If I was able to, if it wasn't too bad of a mistake and I could jump back on the beat like that, like nothing happened, then it's just funny.
Oh yeah,
I don't care. No one knows it but us.
Well, when's the last time you listened to the Paranoid cover we did?
Shut the fuck up. To me that hurts so much more because
I don't think I get to see that.
What?
That hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts my soul even thinking about that.
The thing is that you stayed on time. So, I mean...
sure, I guess.
You were on time. It was just you were a little early with the fill at the end of that thing towards the end.
So we did a cover. I guess I'll fucking tell the story. So we did a cover of Paranoid by Black Sabbath at one of our... a couple of our shows, actually.
No, only one.
No, only one.
We've only ever done it once.
Yeah. For the New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we did it. Didn't we do it at BFE once?
No,
we did it for New Year's and then we did it at BFE. But
did
we didn't do. I didn't sing the song at New Year's.
Oh yeah.
So I don't really count that.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So. Yeah. So we did a cover of "Paranoid" by Black Sabbath, and there's that little like I don't even know what you call it, like a like a sting. What the hell do you call it? Like the da-na-na, it's like a recurring
hook?
kind of a hook, I guess. Yeah,
the hook.
Yeah, there's that little like hook in there, and obviously the drums have to go along with that. And there was one part in the song where I did that a little too early, and then it fucking threw me off for like the rest of the song, and I ended up flipping the beat around. And even worse is that is the very first song that I ever learned how to play on the drums. Oh yeah! And I totally fucked it live, and I'm just like it. Like,
dude, we've done Gojira.
We've done way harder songs.
Yes,
it's the same beat throughout the whole fucking song. We've done Kill Switch. We've done Gojira. We've done fucking we've done Tool. God damn it.
We've done Tool.
We've done Tool.
And we gotta bring that back.
How the fuck? Like, I still think about it. It plays over and over in my head. I'm like, how? It's the first one you learned.
Look, we don't play on stage with in-ear monitors. Okay, a lot of bands do.
Yep.
I would like to get to that at some point, but whatever. I mean, we deal with the on-stage monitors, and every once in a while we lose track of where the other people are, and it just happens. It hurts my soul thinking. See, that hurts way more than me messing up one of our songs. That's what's fucked up about it. Well,
that's what's so backwards.
People don't know our songs
exactly.
As well
people
as
know
they
that
know
song.
Paranoid.
Yeah, iconic song.
That was still. I mean, people love that song. Another example of people not realizing whenever somebody messes up, even if they know that song.
Yeah.
Like it's because we do it our way. We added the second or the last verse again.
Yeah.
We completely made a new ending for it. I mean, we do it the way we want to do it.
It's a great album too, Paranoid.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Yep. It's underrated.
I wouldn't go that far. It's got some pretty iconic songs on there.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
What was that?
No, I was just gonna say that out of their other albums, I feel like there's a lot of great songs in there that kind of get looked over.
That's true. I mean, to be fair, you know way more about Black Sabbath than Ozzy than I do, so I probably have a better grasp of that. Because really, honestly, my main reference for Black Sabbath comes from that album. Like, I only know a handful of other songs from different ones.
I mean, that one's got Iron Man on it.
It does. It's got War
Electric
Pigs.
Funeral, Fairies Wear Boots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Hands of Doom, is that on there?
Hand of Doom, yeah.
Hand of Doom,
that's on there.
It's a good one.
But I love... It's got 8 songs.
It does.
That's damn near an EP.
That's so, by today's standards...
Well,
yeah.
Well, actually, I've noticed that bands are bringing the number of songs in their albums down quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the bands I'm listening to nowadays are putting 7, 8 songs on their albums.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there was something kind of, I don't know. There was something a bit more, special about, older albums like that when they only had, a certain number of songs. Because, I don't know, it just... I don't know, I think of Master of Puppets by Metallica. It's 8 songs, It's pretty much all killer, no filler kind of thing,
Yeah. And I guess you can kind of say the same thing. I mean, there's really just about 8 songs on this first album. I mean, there's going to be 10 tracks.
Yeah,
but we're going to have an intro and an outro.
Yeah. And they're connected to the songs that they're next to, but I mean, it's really 8 songs.
But it feels like 8 songs.
Yeah.
Because they're completely connected.
We're doing that 2 more?
No. I think 8's good. I mean, but it's still going to have 10 tracks.
No, I feel like the more compact, the better,
We also have all the music recorded for this. I'm not trying to...
Not trying to make it more work.
No. Why not? Go big or go home, bro.
We have a whole second album to do, bro.
No, we got it.
We literally have 2 albums worth, unless we do a double album.
A double album?
Yeah.
Explain. What do you mean?
Oh, how back when...
2 discs?
Back when CDs were still a thing, and you had 2 discs.
Oh, okay, 2 discs.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And, yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But no.
But no.
We're not
Yeah,
I
agree.
We're not blow or load all at once.
Oh,
no,
come on. We need that sweet release.
No, man. You gotta edge first.
You gotta edge first.
Oh, that's fun.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then we have the other covers that we're doing too. I mean, that we keep playing around with.
Yeah.
Since we've been doing this album, a lot of the time that we would be normally using to do rehearsals for like an electric show or something like that, we've been putting into acoustic stuff.
Yeah, and trying to learn other people's songs. Really.
I've realized how little bit of content we really have that we're confident with when it comes to acoustic music.
Yep.
Yeah. And not only that, but with like, well, I wouldn't say with covers, because we do have a lot of covers that we've done for electric shows. But yeah, I mean, pretty much as far as acoustic music,
we can do
and having to almost, I mean, not entirely, but mostly rely on covers.
What if we make more acoustic originals?
Well, yeah.
I mean, that'll happen.
Absolutely.
I mean, that'll happen anyway.
I mean, I'm just saying,
You're talking about nowadays?
Like today.
Like today.
We have.
I mean, do you have an idea for an acoustic one? Or?
I could go through my list of songs.
Bro, that one song you already have written.
Searching Me?
No.
We should do that one.
We definitely do.
We
need
really
to do that.
one. That I have written?
That it was for Failed Attempt.
That one's for the electric, though.
But it translates so well.
Does it?
I don't remember which song
you're thinking
You had words for it as well.
I'd have to hear it. I'm not sure.
Dude, I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we could use that one.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up later.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give it too much away.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy crap. I haven't thought about that song in a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know a song that I had for Failed Attempt that I even had lyrics for. And then, it came to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's so simple, though, but we could really...
Oh, for sure.
We could do something with it.
For sure.
Just gotta remember all the lyrics.
You know what I'm only just now realizing?
Lost is
What?
Lost is dust.
Sure. We are now an hour in, and I never did my fucking intro as well.
Never did your intro?
I never did my intro.
Hey, well, do your intro now.
All right. An hour in?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just
Because then we have another hour to go.
We have another hour to go.
Yeah, it was just a long intro.
This is just a long.
This is just the intro.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see if I remember how the fuck to do it. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
there it is.
everyone.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
Oh God, I hate myself. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Music Chronicles podcast. I'm your host Angelo Sarmiento, and I hope you guys are doing well. Today I am once again having my intro completely fucked up by my guests. Today, I have returning guests from previous episdes, Josue Guajardo. And the supreme asshole himself, Shane Holmunez, the lead guitarist and lead singer of our band Submit I Will. How's it going, guys? I know we've spent like the last couple days together, but how's it going? We definitely haven't seen each other.
Couple days.
Whatever.
I guess so. Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
It's good.
Man, it's pretty fucking great, man. Pretty fucking great.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm excited about this new album.
Me too.
We are gonna we're gonna kill it.
Yeah. We're gonna kick names and take ass.
Hell yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good order.
Avengers.
Avengers. No. Yeah. Any other things you guys want to talk about?
I like soda.
Any other
So that's
things
a
you
no.
want to talk about?
I mean, nothing comes to mind. We pretty much covered what we wanted to cover. I mean, we talked about, the upcoming album, new song. We talked about future albums, some behind-the-scenes shit, acoustic shows.
Yeah. The best thing I could say would be follow the band's Instagram if you guys want to know what's going on with when we're doing shows or whenever we're dropping the song. That's probably going to be the best, quickest, easiest way for you to figure out whatever all this stuff is going down.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, at Submit I Will, all one word.
All one word.
All one word.
And, it should not be that long.
No.
And I don't know when you're going to get this podcast up, but...
I don't know exactly when I'm going to get it up, but, like, after rehearsal day, I'm gonna go home and no, and get to work on like editing this and putting music and everything in it, and
cool.
Yeah. So I mean, this episode will come out sooner rather than later. And if you want to follow any more updates on any future episodes of the podcast, you can follow me on Instagram at Music Chronicles Podcast, or you could subscribe to the band's newsletter at www.submitthywill.com for any future updates.
Yep, I think we literally post every podcast.
Pretty much
on
the
Music
website.
Chronicles podcast on that website.
Yeah.
Too. So
also,
you can download them.
Also got a YouTube channel, the Music Chronicles Podcast. On YouTube. So yeah,
follow,
subscribe,
and follow.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell. Destroy that bell.
God, I destroy that motherfucking button.
No.
I'm glad that I'm getting back into doing this, but like, god damn it, I really hate going into like trying to make it sound like professional.
Oh, well,
you know what I mean?
Just be goofy and
be
stupid like you always are.
That might,
just watching us break on that was worth it.
You know what's funny? That may be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Just be stupid and goofy like you always are.
Just be a fucking dumbass like you always are. You stupid piece of shit. All right.
Well, right after this, we're gonna go to rehearsal.
Yeah. So anyway. Thank you to my one listener that is listening. Really appreciate the love and support, and we'll be, posting new episodes soon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Josue.
Just yeah. Okay. I better stop it now before it gets
just
worse.
blur me out.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.